Hey everybody, Adam Guthrie here, the founder of I Feel Good magazine, and I'm in Byron Bay at one of the best vegan restaurants in the country. It's called No Bones. If you've not been here, you want to come. It's incredibly good food, and the two owners and creators of this restaurant, No Bones, is Yasmina and Talia. Girls, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me here. Thanks for sharing your good food with me. So tell me, what inspired you to open a vegan cafe here in Byron Bay?
I mean, the short answer is that there wasn't one and we didn't have anywhere to go eat.
Well, that's a good reason to do it. Yeah. So were you always vegan?
So no, vegetarian, but not vegan. And actually when we opened the restaurant was vegetarian. We always wanted to create a fully plant-based restaurant. Just took us a little longer than we initially hoped for.
We didn't want to miss out on flavours at all. We needed the right chef to know how to make vegan food as incredible
as it is now.
Yeah, totally. And what about you, Talia? You grew up in Byron Bay, didn't you?
Yes.
What was that like?
It was beautiful. Yeah. I spent most of my time in Bangalore or coming down into Byron and looking at beaches, and it was a very relaxed lifestyle, so that is very much me. My hospitality experience has been since I was 14, always in local cafes and making coffees, and it's been beautiful.
So you know the food industry.
I know the food industry, yeah.
And what about you? You started out vegetarian or vegan, or how did that come about?
Vegetarian most of my life. Both my parents were vegetarian. Vegan was always something that I wanted to get to, but for some reason I thought it would be harder. But now with the future of food and the things that are out there, it's everything you've ever loved or feel like you need it's out there. There's a replacement. So,
it makes it a lot easier, doesn't it, when that more and more people are becoming vegan and more restaurants and cafes are serving our old favourites that we grew up with.
Yeah.
And that's a similar theme for your menu, isn't it? Tell us about the menu.
Well, so as I said, we really wanted to open somewhere that we wanted to go to for dinner, but we didn't want to miss out on the whole dining experience. And I think it's something for most vegans that when you go for dinner, you get the vegan option, the one vegan option that the chef doesn't really pay much attention to, but you still want to be with your friends and you want to be out, and you still want that whole experience. So that was our aim with this restaurant, to create a full, incredible menu and a really amazing dining experience. It just happens to be completely animal product free.
Yeah, hence the name No Bones. What a great name.
Yeah.
So tell me, you've got this sweet accent. Where are you from? Yasmina?
I'm half French, half English. Born and raised in France, but my mum is English. But I moved to the UK when I was 18. I went to university there.
So how did you end up getting into hospitality? Were you doing it before?
Yeah, I was. I worked in restaurants all the way through university, and then when I finished university, it was either finding a lab job, in a lab, or working in restaurants, and I've just always preferred it. So I worked in restaurants for years, and then I actually moved to Australia about 5 years ago, to Melbourne. And that's when I really decided that was the career for me, because I ended up in this incredible place, learnt so much, and then went back to the UK and worked in a few amazing restaurants as well, and sort of never looked back. It's the life for me. I love it.
Some of those restaurants were Michelin star, were they?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a couple of Michelin restaurants in London and Paris.
And it reflects in your food here.
Oh, good. Well, that would also be our chef. She's got Michelin experience as well. Yeah, it's what we wanted. We wanted to get to that level, of casual environment, but really incredible dining experience, from the service to the food to the surroundings.
How's that, guys? Michelin star experience here in Byron Bay in a vegan restaurant. That's super cool. So how did you meet? How did that happen?
So we met really quickly. When I landed in Australia, I met Talia's dad the second day I was in the country through a mutual friend. And he put us together. He was like, he actually said to me on day, he's like, I think that you get on really well with my daughter. And then we met. And then,
Wow.
and we did get on really well.
Yeah. I thought he was mad because we wanted to set up a vegetarian restaurant for a while, but we needed a partner as well. And he's like, I found our business partner. I was like, you're crazy. We need to work with her. We need to see how she is. I met her. I was like, yep. 100%.
Just like that.
Yeah.
It's like it was destined, huh?
Yeah.
And you get on really well, and the vibe's good.
People think we're sisters all the time.
Yeah.
There's something.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important. I think you feel it in a restaurant, you know, the vibe of the place.
Yeah.
We've been so lucky, really.
You have been lucky to meet each other and create some food together.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the menu.
So it's taken us a really long time to get to this menu. We're I'd say where we want to be with it. We're obviously, it's going to keep evolving and we're going to keep getting better. That's the plan. But we get people coming in who don't realise we're vegan, who have an entire dinner, compliment us on the food, you know, come up to pay, and are like, that was a really incredible meal. Thank you so much. We're like, are you vegan? They're like, no, why? You know, they don't realise because the food doesn't feel like it's
Typical vegan. It's all designed to share, and it's all comfort food, but it's all beautifully made, and it's casual but beautiful.
What's your favourite item on the menu? What do you eat all the time?
Mac and cheese, I'm obsessed
The
with.
mac and cheese.
And the calamari, where
the calamari strips.
getting a little
pretty good.
Whoa.
We're getting
Highly
a little bit
recommend
obsessed.
Is that's your meal every night, is it? After
calamari mac and cheese.
And what's some of the other examples of dishes that you have on there? What are some of the favourites, other favourites that people order?
The Peking duck pancakes are a popular dish.
That sounds interesting.
They get to make their own up, which is always fun.
Yeah.
And I'd say the house-made ravioli, because our chef's Italian, she makes it all from scratch, and the ravioli is just, it's insane. It's so good. And the flavours change all the time. So good. I'm hungry.
You just mentioned something interesting there. Everything's made from scratch. Which, you know, when I did my apprenticeship, it was in a French restaurant, and it was one of the best French restaurants in the 80s in Australia. And we made everything from scratch. And the depth of flavour you get, and the local produce that we use, people would come and deliver fresh food from farms at our doorstep every day, and we would just create a menu around that. Tell me about how you guys source your produce, and how does that all work?
Well, we're really lucky living here. It's really not difficult to source the produce locally. You know, we have everything that we need. Really. It's. I'd love to say that we put a lot of effort into it, but it is so easy.
It's all here.
It's all here.
Everything grows really well. There's, you know, farmers markets everywhere. There's providores taking from farms, and it's so cool.
Daniela loves seasonal stuff, so that's why we're doing a new menu change. And obviously, she's learning the seasons coming from Italy. She was very shocked that avocados were going out of season in summer.
Well, that's a challenge if you're in Europe and you're thinking now Christmas time, you're thinking different ingredients in your head.
Absolutely. No, she's been really good at that, at adapting to being, not just in Australia, but in Byron as well, you know, like really adapting to what people are used to and respecting the seasons. And it's really funny coming into Christmas soon, thinking of, you know, vegan barbecues as opposed to roasts.
Exactly. So it's coming up to Christmas here in Australia. We're in November now. So what do you guys got planned for? Are you open Christmas? Are you doing Christmas menus? What's the plan?
Vegan barbecue.
Vegan barbecue.
You're doing vegan barbecue?
We are.
Really?
Daniela's going to be outside.
All outside.
Oh wow, that's going to be super cool. So that's Christmas Day, or is it over a period of time?
We're thinking Christmas Day for the moment. Just Christmas Day.
Wow. Guys, how good's that? Beach, Christmas Day, come off the beach, come and have dinner, a vegan barbecue. Man.
Yeah, that's what we're
If you don't want to cook at home, let's go to No Bones. Very cool.
Yeah. No, we're lucky with Daniela. She's just full of energy, and you really need that in a head chef. They're always experimenting. They're little artists, you know, in the kitchen. So it's
I'm really impressed that you're making things from scratch, because, you know, food has a different vibration in it when you cook from scratch. and you cook with more the intention. And if somebody cooks from scratch, what I found with guys that really understand food, there's a different energy in their mind.
Yeah.
There's this love, there's intention, there's this passion about it.
Yeah.
And that gets reflected in the food and the flavour of the food.
Yeah, we do agree.
And I've eaten here, and I tell you, you know, you guys understand balance of flavour, you know, it's all sitting there beautifully. You know, you can't stop licking the bowl of food. So it's really nice to see a place that really understands food and cares about food and also cares about the planet and the environment. So why, like, you're both vegan now.
Yeah.
So what made, and you sort of grew up sort of vegetarians.
Yeah.
What made you make the shift to go vegan?
You know,
So many reasons.
yeah, a lot of reasons. For me, sustainability is a massive one, and being, especially with the restaurant, you know, it's, you think about it every single minute of every single day, and you do a lot of research as well into what is sustainable and what's not. So that's a massive thing. But then also, for the restaurant, we found that going vegan was a way of putting more effort into the food. It got better, didn't it? When we went vegan, the food got better because we, all of us, had to really think about how to get all those flavors into the dish without using cheese. You know, people don't realize, but it's a big thing, especially for an Italian chef.
Yeah.
To not put parmesan into dishes.
Yeah, but you can make a really good vegan parmesan now, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So for you, it was the environmental.
Yeah, that's the big one for me, obviously.
Big one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Talia? Why are you?
Animals.
Animals.
I love animals.
Yeah.
So very much. And it kick-started actually my reawakening for vegetarian, wanting to go vegan, was all the live export stuff while I was living overseas, and then started doing a bit more research, and then it lights something in you, and you're like, I can't be a part of this, I can't support this. And then as well as an environmental factor, it's huge.
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's and yeah, they're the two really strong reasons, and then there's the third one, the health reason.
Yeah,
And-
absolutely.
And I'm with on all three. But I first became vegetarian. I became vegetarian when I was 21, and I did it from a compassion point of view. It was animals. I didn't link the suffering to dairy at the time. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But even from a vegetarian point of view, I ended up 110 kilos, and I had a heart attack at 39.
Yeah.
And then I switched to a whole food plant-based vegan diet, and it, you know, I reversed heart disease, lost all this weight, and I feel good. So I've had the experience now of also the health side of eating a vegan diet without dairy, and it transforms health, and you know, it minimises the impact on the environment.
Yeah.
It's one of the most ecological ways that we can eat, and then overarching all of that, it's just like, it's just love, because nothing is injured, and
no
nothing
suffering.
is harmed when you eat this way, which is a beautiful way to live, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. And we get all types here.
Yeah.
Enjoying it. You know, we've got an amazing new neighbour down there by the Loving Gypsies, and her partner is a big meat eater, and he comes here all the time and he's so excited to come and eat because he enjoys it.
Yeah.
And we're trying to change, because diet's huge.
It is.
It's such a big habit for us. We grew up eating what our parents cooked for us, and we sort of stick with that same diet. So changing that is a big shift, but we want to help support that and make it as easy as possible by having the familiar foods and flavours, but cruelty-free.
Yeah.
Cruelty-free.
Exactly.
And I do love that, you know, you have designed a menu that is, you know, has got familiar flavours,
Yeah.
and that whether you're vegan or whether you're vegan curious, or if you're a meat eater that just loves eating meat, that you want to come and enjoy a meal with some friends that want to be a bit more vegan curious, this is a great place to do it, because, you know, you have got, you know, bold, rich flavours that any person will enjoy.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, they'll feel good, they'll feel nourished, and they'll feel light.
You know, ultimately that was the whole point, that actually we thought if we open a vegan restaurant and vegans come, that's great, but we're not really changing anything. Whereas if we open a vegan restaurant and everybody comes, we change a lot more.
Yeah, definitely.
So that was our initial concept.
Yeah. So it's like your way of activism.
Well, sort of. It's our way of making a little difference. You know, like it really, it is what it's about.
Yeah.
As well as having incredible food, you know, a place to come out to. It's making our little difference with that.
Yeah, and you are making a difference because each plate that somebody eats, there's just more love happening in the world because of that.
Yeah.
So, girls, it's been wonderful having a chat with you and sharing this story about opening this. Thank you for creating such a beautiful, beautiful place for us to come and eat.
Thank you for coming.
I love it. I'm bringing a whole bunch of people here. You know, 10 people. We're having a nice dinner here on Sunday night.
Amazing.
So it's, thank you for creating a space for us to come and eat and enjoy here in Byron Bay. Love it.
Thank you.
My pleasure. So when are you guys open? How do people find you? How do they get here? How do they book if they want to come and have dinner when they're in Byron?
So we're open every night,
Yeah.
7 nights a week from 5 p.m. And we're in Byron, so we're still pretty casual with it all. So you can call to book. You can come in and see us. We're usually here during the day as well to book on Facebook. We get a lot of our bookings, and soon we'll have our website up and running.
So what's the address?
11 Fletcher Street.
11 Fletcher Street.
Yeah.
Very close to
And
the
the
beach.
front, very close to the beach. The beach is just up the road. So, what's the phone number that people can ring, or is it email?
No, you can call, but I need to look up the phone number.
66807 I think.
Okay, I'll just put it into the notes. No problem. We'll put it, guys, I'll give you all the contact details and make it easy for you. Yeah. So, girls, once again, thank you for having a chat with me. Thank you for creating such a lovely space and doing so much good in the world by offering us all beautiful, tasty, super nourishing and nurturing and environmentally friendly food. Love it. Cheers. So guys, when you're in Byron, or if you live in Byron, come and check out No Bones. You won't be disappointed, I promise you. It's a great vibe. These girls are lovely and sweet. The food is amazing. Enjoy it. And let them know that you saw this video when you came.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.